Hi, welcome to Ocean Yumi's channel. So, I just seen somebody who's just had an update on Nzinga Prince's plight. Now, the rest is going to go over everything I said previously, and then he's going to tell you exactly what is going on with her. So, if you have patience, you can listen to him, or you can fast forward to the part where he's talking about what's happened to Nzinga Prince. Okay? All right then.
Empress by the name of Nzinga King. Her hair was allegedly, not even allegedly, was cut by a police officer. Yeah, in Fort Part, Clarendon. And so far, not much have come from this in terms of justice. So today, we just go remind some people that we haven't forgotten this situation, right? And I've got a letter that I'm going to read out for the item, just to update the item what is happening and what will be taking place. A letter from the People Anti-Corrupt Movement. See? Yeah. So, make we go in at the letter because we don't have no time for waste. Zin. The letter quote. On February the 3rd, Nzinga King will appear in the Maypen Parish Court on a charge of violating the DRMA protocol by not wearing a mask in the public. She was arrested for this on June 29, 2021. When she appeared in court, discharged on July 22nd, 2021, she was instead charged and sentenced for disorderly conduct. The background of this confusing legal situation is that Nzinga was in a taxi on June 29, 2021, along with a man and a woman with a child. In attempting to arrest the man, the inside of the car was sprayed with pepper spray by a policeman. Nzinga immediately got out of the taxi and not only took off her mask because she could not breathe properly, but verbally questioned the policeman for what he had just done. For this, she was arrested for not wearing a mask and taken to the Maypen police station, where she was fortunately received bail. When she appeared in court on July 22nd, she wasn't charged for not wearing a mask, as was as expected. But surprisingly, for the disorderly conduct contrary to what was on her bail bond. Not only was the policeman not in court on that day, but the judge, rather than postponing the trial until the policeman could appear to give evidence against her, proceed to seemingly find her guilty without a trial. She was never asked to plead guilty or not, nor did it bother the judge that she did not have a lawyer to defend her. And Nzinga was taken to the Four-Part police station and put in a cell until the judge imposed fine of $6,000 was paid for 4 days later by her mother. However, within a short period of time after her imprisonment, a police woman proceeded to forcefully cut her locks. She was seriously traumatized. Nzinga, by the way, is a Rastafarian. Issue arising from this Nzinga experience, followed by public outrage over the forced cutting of Nzinga locks. The police commissioner, Anthony Anderson, called for an internal police investigation. What the police commissioner has not done, however, as is required in order to demonstrate his seriousness, is to remind the police as to what is the policy regarding the use of pepper spray. This has been happening this has been happening to many this has been happening to many Jamaicans without any investigation by the police commissioner. He need to also state that the end of his internal investigation was whether disciplinary action should be taken against the policeman who spray the pepper spray on Nzinga and others in the taxi, while calling for an investigation in order. The police commissioner also has a duty to state what is the policy regarding police abuse of those in their custody. He has been silent where this is concerned. Serious thing. The judge who sentenced her without a trial must be held accountable and disciplined. He had a duty to ask her to plead innocent or guilty, a duty to take into consideration the fact that she did not have a lawyer, and most important, the case should have been pulled off until another date. When the policeman who charged her could not or could have been present. Without the policeman being present, where was the evidence that she engaged in disorderly conduct? An important question also is, on what basis was she charged for disorderly conduct? A 19th century colonial law, when her bail bond said she was being charged for not wearing a mask. Wow. For some exceedingly reason, this fact has been overlooked by the INDECOM, the public defender, and the director of public prosecution. These bodies need to be explained how it has now come about that after 7 months she is now being charged for not wearing a mask. June 29, 2021. They have so far said nothing. Wow, nothing. We hope also that an February the 3rd, the lawyer that is representing Nzinga will not falter in vigorously pursuing these issues without hesitation. This judge must be recused and cannot be the trial judge on February the 3rd. We have still not determined his name. We, the people who are oppressed in injustice against poor people, must take a stand on February 3rd at the Maypen Parish Court to demand justice for Nzinga.
And everybody needs to go and attend who's in Jamaica about this, because this has been going on a long time, from last year, I think it is 21. Yeah, last year. So please go and attend. Those from Jamaica, go and attend this, because it's important. They are literally recharging her again. They're taking her back to court and recharging her again. Makes absolutely no sense. Anyway, listen to Rasta. Rasta explained the thing, because I couldn't find it, but he found it.
Without hesitation. This judge must be recused and cannot be the trial judge on February the 3rd. We have still not determined his name. We, the people who are oppressed in injustice against poor people, must take a stand on February 3rd at the Maypen Parish Court to demand justice for Nzinga King. Be there. So, all those things have been outlined. She didn't have a lawyer, Zane, and she was put on trial, charged, and then sentenced. She didn't ask to plea if she is guilty or not. No. What type of system? What type of system is that? It seems like that type of system there is, in the 1700s. You know what I mean? Because you don't ask a person to plead guilty or not. What is your plea? You're guilty or you're not guilty? But you proceed to charge this young lady, Zane, for not wearing a mask. You charge her for not wearing a mask. Then when she turn up at court, Zane, you charge her again for disorderly conduct. So which is it? Is it disorderly conduct, or it's the charge is not for wearing a mask in the public space? Because right now the thing appears to be confusing, and some people is either them know exactly what them a do, or them don't know what them a do. It's one out of the two, Zane. And my knowledge tell me, say, them know what them a do. Them know exactly what they're doing. See? Because them people that will run them space there, judge and police, and them are not dunce. Them are not idiot. Them have education. See? But them feel say Rasta, far right, children and people not have no sense. So them can charge one of our sister or with daughter with not wearing a mask in the public space and then charge her again, saying, for disorderly conduct. That's madness. Because what? The system itself here is at fault. The system here is at fault because why? A police officer, which is a public servant, seeing a public servant, that is there to serve and protect the public. They work for the public. Seeing these people who are public, they are civilians. Now, you arrest a civilian, you spray the pepper spray in the civilian face, then you arrest them because, come on, you spray something like that in a concealed space. With a child on top of it, a baby was in the car. So the police not have no sense. Because that's where it appear. You want to lock up or arrest an individual. And you spray pepper spray in the car just to lock up an individual. You know, stop the car and open the door and take out the man who need to be arrested. You know, spray pepper spray, seeing where other people is in that space. No, them police that need training, cause it look like them not have no training in these things. Them just get these them get the guns and them get all of the little knickknacks will come with them gun and them badge. Seeing? And them just deploy them as, without any common sense. A man discharge him gun without any common sense. So, Nzinga, based on what we hear and what we are seeing, she's not at fault in any shape or form. Because the policeman spray pepper spray in a confined space. That is a car. It's not outdoor. When you spray that, some of the breeze might just take away some of it. See? But you spray that in a confined space with a child. A baby in the car. Where a baby now wearing a mask. What happened to the police? Them police there, what happened? Them supposed to be disciplined. Them supposed to be disciplined. Zin, for negligence and incompetence. Because you cannot be a competent police officer and do something like that. When you know, say, a baby in a car and you spray, pepper spray in the car. And then when the people get out of the car, you charge the people for not wearing a mask in public space. You abusing the law. And police like, people need, the commissioner need to do something. The commissioner need to do something. Because that is not acceptable. That cannot be acceptable. The public no know say, for this incompetency, nothing no happen to them, Virginia. The public supposed to know say, them police they did involve in that. We discipline them, and it's either them off work suspended for 3 months or whatever without pay or something, whatever the case may be. But these things just get shoved under the carpet and nobody not hear nothing about them again. That bad way to dealing with the public, who the police is there to serve and protect. Now the police again cut the ear of this young lady, cut her locks that she a grow from she a youth. See, we not hear any what happened to that police officer. Are she being charged? Because if Nzinga gonna get charged for this what disorderly conduct, that is what she appeared back in a court for on the 3rd of February. Now that police woman who forcefully cut off the little girl locks, that is assault. You assault that individual, that little girl, forcefully. Now what should happen to that police officer? Because it no look like she forget suspended, you know. She forget more than suspended. Because she actually violate this young lady human rights. That is what she have done. She break the law in many ways. How dare you, boy, you are gonna cut off Rasta locks. You forget about Coral Garden massacre 1963, you no forget. Listen, you do the right thing. You do the right thing and make sure that justice is served. The judge is our next one. How can you, in your intelligent space or educated space, charge or put a little girl and child without even asking her if she plead guilty or not, and who is there to defend her? Which age and time una live in? Which age and time una live in? Because it look like una live in a different time and space. I must say Flintstone, back in the Flintstone days. Must. Wanna do the right thing. My people, worldwide, globally, who there in Jamaica, it's on the 3rd of February. See? The 3rd of February, Nzinga will appear before the Maypen Parish Court or Clarendon Parish Court. See? She need your support. Please spread this message to your friends, your family. Please share it. You know what I mean? As much as the item can, would appreciate of that. All right? Yeah, would very much appreciate of that, honorable family. So, we do give thanks. And I just want to share this bit of information also with the item this Sunday. See, we'll be live and direct from God.
Okay, so that's the update on Nzinga so far. They charged her again with the same thing which she got charged with. What started this whole thing in the first place, which led the officer to cut her hair and not give her fresh food when her mum bought her food. When she had her menstruals, not giving her stuff for that, for her feminine hygiene, and now on top of that, I think, which is a bit ridiculous, right? That not only have they charged her, took her to, pardon me, they took her to court again and charged her again. Just totally ridiculousness, honestly. So people, wherever the protest is in Jamaica, you lot need to reach down there I mean, like, you lot should be protesting for most things, right? Because you have a right as a Rasta, because it is a religion. It's a practice. And to be honest, I feel that the woman tried to humiliate the young lady. I really feel that. And yeah, I feel she should not be charged and she should not be in prison. Basically, that's what I think as well. And it has gone backwards because the day of the Black Heart Man, when they used to scalp Rasta, is gone. Rasta dreadlocks is now a fashion. It's a liberty and a fashion. People dress regal or whatever, right? So she who's brought up in the Rasta community, you've taken away her religion. I keep repeating myself. You've taken away her religion. You've taken away her rights. Her humanity has been taken away from her. She's treated like a dog inside of the side of the place where she was. So to be honest, actually, I should even find a video of the mum talking about it too. Actually, let me go look. Now, for everybody who do not know about this case, this is how it all started. Okay, before I leave out, so I'm going to leave. I'm going to redo this whole video again with the mum talking about it. Okay, hold up, give us a minute. Okay.
Mr. Holness, my problem is my daughter is 19 years of age. From she born until the 22nd of July, she is a Rasta. She goes relaxed from she born until that day. And she got locked up and a police corporal down at the Four Pass police station. Her name is Constable Michelle. She trimmed my daughter's locks. I mean, I like to know the reason why. I mean, I ask me that like some justice. Me can't live with this, I'm not gonna live with this. This is not in the 60s. Rasta have contributed so much to society. Why are we still being stigmatized? Why did this lady cut my daughter locks? Me I beg you, please, me I ask you to help me to get some justice. Me can't live with this. My daughter go crazy. My daughter is going crazy.
Ask it. What was the reason for you to trim my daughter's laugh? This have to stop.
So I was coming from school one afternoon. I was sitting in a taxi, waiting on the taxi to load up. I was there sitting. I saw a young man rushing towards the taxi. He then came in the taxi and sit down. I saw two police officers coming shortly after, asking the passenger what aboarded the taxi to remove himself from the taxi. He did not comply, so one of the police officers came on and draped him. After draping the man punched the police officer in his face. They were there quarreling, and the other policeman came around there and said, okay, you know, come out of the taxi, me go give you something. To come out of the taxi, remove his pepper spray and he split in the car. I was there sitting down, a lady was there breastfeeding in the taxi. The policeman behaved as if he did not care about what he had done. So I came out. I was angry because I was there observing the protocols, having on my mask and everything, and you came there just to remove one occupant and your pepper spray in the whole car. So I was there, I had to remove my mask because I was not breathing properly. Having on a mask and being pepper sprayed, you can't breathe properly. I was there hyperventilating and I removed my mask. I was so upset because of the situation. So the policeman claimed that I had disrespected him. And he behaved as if he did not do anything wrong. So I was there. They said they were gonna arrest me for not wearing a mask. I was brought to the police station. I was told that I was charged for not observing COVID-19 protocols, not wearing a mask. On the day of court, I arrived at court. My name card, I went in. I was told that I wasn't charged for a mask. I was charged for disorderly conduct. I was there, I explained to the that transpired. They did not explain to me properly what was going to take place. They did not explain to me that I could pay the fine of $6,000. I only heard when he said 10 days in the lockup. So one of the police officers escorted me downstairs where I would be waiting for the police officer to come and transport me to the station. On arrival at the Fort Pass police station, I was sitting on a bench. I was then asked to go in the bathroom to stand up. I was asked to go into the bathroom. I was there when the Miss Mitchell, Corporal Mitchell, had led me to the bathroom. She had a scissors in her hand. I did not know what was her intention, but I was there standing in the bathroom, complying with rules or whatever they said. I was there and she said, pull out your hair, loosen your hair, young lady. And I was there. At first, I didn't comply with loosening my hair. And I was still standing there. She said, young lady, you know, hear me say to remove the school shoes from your hair. I then removed my hair. She started cutting my hair. After cutting my hair once, the scissors that she was using did not cut my hair properly. So she called for another scissors. So she cut my hair twice. Because after she used that first those scissors, my hair never cut as how she wanted or whatever. But she used another scissors to cut my hair. I then bend down and take up some of the hair and I had it in my hand. I was there and then she put me in the cell in lockup. I was in lockup from Thursday night. I was on my menstruation. I couldn't change my clothes. I couldn't change my sanitary napkin. I couldn't bathe. I got nothing to eat. On Friday, my mother came. On Thursday, I got locked up. Friday, my mother came with snack, water, and stuff. They denied my mother. They did not take that visit. They denied the visit.
They took the stuff, but they didn't take the food from me.
They did not take the food from my mother. They only took the clothing. From Thursday night, I did not eat. On Sunday, my mother said she brought some dinner because Sunday is the official visiting day. They did not give me that food until 6 o'clock in the evening. When I got the food was sour. I couldn't eat the food because the food had closed up with the vegetable and everything on it. So I couldn't eat the food because the food was sour. I was there so stressed out, traumatized. A current situation had happened to me and that still had impacts on me. And in the lockup, I can't get anybody to talk to. I was in the lockup. On Monday, my mother came and my mother paid the $6,000 and I was released from lockup.
Surprisingly, on Monday when I went for her, only to see they brought a little girl to me without no locks on her head. Because believe me, I couldn't even identify my daughter at the time when I saw her. Because I was saying that why the police are taking so long to bring her out after I have brought the receipt to them saying that I paid the fine. And when the policewoman tell me that it's my daughter, I almost pass out. And me asked her, I said, warm to your locks, where your locks there? She said, one policewoman trim her. Me said, where the policewoman the name, where she come from? She said, one policewoman named Corporal Mitchell. Trim her. So, you know, me da like some answers. Me da like to know the reason why she trimmed my daughter locks. Why was her locks trimmed? What was the reason for that? What she do? Apart from you saying that she was behaving outrageous, apart from the outrageous behavior, what caused it? What was the reason for you to trim my daughter's locks? This have to stop. It need to stop and it have to stop. And this is going to be the last Rasta one over trimming in Jamaica. Remember.
It's devastating because Nzinga is on a path of recovery from a very traumatic experience when she was 16 years old. She was gang raped, she was pregnant, she carried that pregnancy to term, and the baby died shortly after the baby was born. And that was a particularly difficult period for Nzinga. but we worked through it. She worked through it, and she came out on top of it. And then now she's in nursing school and trying to now reshape her life. And then for this to happen at the hands of the state, at the hands of the police, who she should trust to help to protect her, it is really very devastating for us. And you know, I tell her today, she's a strong girl, she's a lioness. You know, we believe in her. And everything in life must happen for a reason, because maybe this is the thing now to propel for us to be able to highlight that this kind of behavior by our state cannot continue. Our police cannot continue to abuse people like this. They cannot abuse Rasta like this. You understand? Rastafarians have done so much for this country, Rastafarianism, in terms of even our own exposure, putting us on the map. For us at this stage of life, at this stage of enlightenment, to have this kind of abuse of a religious symbol of a person, a part of that person's identity, is unbelievable for me. And we have to take it very serious. It's not the first time. It's the second incident in 1 year, actually almost 1 year to the day. Last year, a young Rastafarian child was not allowed to be enrolled in primary school because she had locks. Now they've taken it to the absolute extreme to cut off a young lady's locks, cut off a part of her identity, cut off a part of her religion in the name of, we don't know, disorderly conduct, that they are trying to, as her mother would say, instill discipline. This is not instilling discipline. This is instilling anger in people. This is instilling hurt in people. And we have to stop.
No, this feel like me would have commit suicide, you know. Yeah. So I feel like me would have commit suicide and would have the things out of way. Because everyone a human being. And if a man attack me, this coming like this is a war, this is a challenge. But me not take it that way heavy. Because them say you cannot take a law in your own hand. So we make them deal with freedom thing. As Kanto is set up. Because this happened a Coral Garden. See here. The leader of the government. See it here. Yeah. See it here again. And they attack Rasta. And Rasta leave them out. And they come back a wall again. So this look like it's an ex-Coral Garden or an ex-back a wall incident. And we not take that one here lightly. No, this can't go and need. And judgment. It's a spiritual warfare, this. It's a religious war. Christian against Muslim or Christian against Rasta. And they can't win this war. Because righteousness mighty than sin. And anyone go against I and I surely perish. We don't know apology say. Yeah. And that's my talk.
I said, Miss, you can't cut my hair because I no style and no braid nor sister like in my hair. From I was a child, I said I'm 19 years of age, and from I could remember as a child, my mother was locking my hair. So it's not style, it's a part of my culture, it's a part of my religion. And she behaved as if she never cared, she never have any remorse, she never have any feelings, she never have no second, what shall she say now? So she never have any second thoughts. She never have no. She be as if she have no remorse for anybody. That because a statement that she said more than one in the midst of more than one person, that when she's coming to work, she left her heart out at the gate, so she don't care. She don't have no heart. She don't care about anybody's feelings. That's what she said. When she coming to work, she left her heart out at the gate. She took a lot from me because, as I said, I've been suffering from a recent trauma. I've been traumatized, and this now she just bringing me.
It will happen to someone else in lax, and this needs to stop. Rasta has contributed so much to Jamaica, to the world at large. We need to be respected. We are recognized, yes, because we can't vanish, so we are recognized, but we are not respected. We need respect, universal respect. This need to stop.
Yes, so obviously with this that has happened again, now we have the update so far of Nzinga King. I keep calling him Prince. Nzinga King update for now. Hopefully if more updates come true, I will be posting them up and I would replay until for everyone who don't know about her, the same video will be replayed on so that people can get to know this story because they used to do it really bad, like in the 70s and 80s. Cool Garden, like he said, Wall. I think one elder spoke about it. Muta Baruka spoke about it, where they imprisoned them for no reason at all due to their religion or because they are dreadlocks. They used to call them, right? They used to give folk tales that they used to eat children, all sorts of stupidness. It's basically how I see it is that, like I said, the woman wanted to humiliate the young lady, right? But what, in fact, instead of humiliating her, they made her stronger. On more to the fact, but the main fact that how right you recharge the girl. What are you recharging her for? What, for not wearing a mask? Okay, so like Jamaica, you really, I don't know, maybe Andrew Holness needs to get his finger out again. He needs to come and make a statement. Right, it's the same thing with the missing girls all over again. Jamaica government is really effed up, really, really, really effed up. Right, it's a black country, right, and it's like, right, it's like it's worse than when you're living in England. Come on now, like, you know, you're scalping somebody. Who give you the right to scalp the data? What's the point of doing that? You have no right to do it. No right at all. And I do, like I said, I'm gonna put the petition under the video. The more people touch that petition, the more something gonna be happen because her parents can't do everything. Okay, so I'm not gonna stay on here long because I have another one that I got to do from Jamaica. Okay, so I'm just gonna try post up the Jamaican ones, and you know, I'm gonna keep it up to date with Nzinga King. Okay, I did show her in a protest how it was with her in a protest. There was insulting her at the protest. This girl has been through a lot of stuff, a lot of traumas. All right, the hair cutting was not the piss take of it all, right? She was gang raped as well. Okay, so she's been through a lot, and now you want to go send her back to prison? Why are you sending her back to prison? That's so crazy. Anyways, I am not going to stay on here and talk. I'm going to put this. I'm going to make a playlist of this young lady's stuff. So those who don't know, please tap on the videos and then link, and it will take you to another link of different updates from before, from last year. So with that said, I am gonna come off. Thank you for. Seems like cutting her locks was a no. It's not a ritual. It was to humiliate her. It was definitely to humiliate her. That's what it was because done by a woman. It wasn't a ritual. It wasn't. Nah. So I'm gonna come off because every time I talk about this particular thing here in front of me, it makes me mad because it could be one of my children because my son have locks right now. So for him, for his rights to be taken away. And I did not, and I saw that story about the boy who was refused a place in school because of his looks. I thought it was in Ghana or somewhere. I did not know it was in big old Jamaica. Okay, the land of the Maroons and everybody else. So as you can hear, every time I talk about this young lady, it stirs me. Why? Because she's about the same age as one of mine. So um, there, I mean, like I said, there's been a lot of stuff over in Jamaica going on, missing girls, all sorts. The police take so long to do stuff to find the girl, all sorts of things. Anyway, but that's another subject. All right. There is loads of effed up stuff going on in the West Indies, and I don't even know what's going on with the government. We trying to come back over to the West Indies, right? And most of the people who is coming over have locks or whatever. So does that mean that because you have locks, you have no rights? What is all? So what is that about? Someone needs to tell me, because you more or less humiliate the girl. You humiliated her, right? She's 19, soon 20 or 20 now. I can't remember how old she was at the time. Anyways, I'm not going to make up a noise and rant because I'm not. There's no point I'm ranting about it. I'm not in Jamaica, and I'm vexed. So, and your wholeness, you need to really get your finger out. I don't know what is going on with you, mate. You need to sort it out. You need to sort it out. The Rasta community, everyone for, even though what's going on with Scotch Pass right now with the Marley family, Bob Marley, Bunny Wailer are Rasta. Peter Tosh, Rasta. They put Jamaica on the map. They're Rasta, okay? What are you doing? Prince Emmanuel all put Jamaica on the map, even though like he's not a singer or artist. He's a priest of the Boba Dread side. There's loads of people that is universally carrying locks. So does that mean they don't have rights then? Is that how Jamaica's playing now? Okay. Anyway, I am not gonna come on here and let off because like I said, I'm gonna go drink my juice, drink some water and come back and quickly put on the next one because I don't wanna get mad, okay? So I'm going to go play my thing. Hold on. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot my manners just then. Please like and subscribe. Though I don't put up things for like to shock people to like the stuff. These things are real life things happening. You know, yeah. So please comment underneath the videos. Okay, please like the video because I've got to say that protocol all that but like it's just disgusting. Right. Please, Jamaicans, put the details of the protest, whatever protest you're doing for this girl, put it in the comments so others can see. Okay, because I'm gonna tag Jamaica into the video. Okay, so and then I'm gonna put the Ras name in the tag too. So I'm gonna add him too because it's disgusting. It's really bad. It's really really bad. I can't. It's not one thing with it's another. I don't know what is going on. It's like there seems to be some mental breakdown or something. It seems like we like hurting our people. Now, if it was done by a white person or whatever, another person of another persuasion, right? We will be out there making up the most noise, right? But to say it's done by your own, right? You really have to think anyway. Like they say, not all not all skin folk is kinfolk. That's the saying I think they said. So with that said, yes, I'm definitely going this time now. Okay. So thank you for coming through. Look, right. See, right, I'm so vexed. I didn't even tell people hello like I normally do. Hi, Red Squid, Ghetto Child, Sister Mama Amazon. You're gonna have to change your name now, Amazon, Mama Amazon. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I got everybody. So with that said, I'm gonna play my ending because I don't even know whether that other one's gonna catch or whatever. So yes, so it is loud over here. So when it's quieter, I go come back again. Okay, all right.
1,000 years of political exploitation, victimization, you know. I come to chant down Babylon oppression and set the captives free. Blood clot. You never see it around this area. You hear what them say about it? No man, what them say about it? Them say it like to match up people think. You want to do that? Because he's a fucking hooligan. Crazy people, what kind of problem? Blood clot problem that's wrong with people. What kind of problem? This kind of problem. Right.
Right folks know I's a lion, birth of Zion, jungle lion. You're not just a cigarette in the dark. You're not just a cigarette in the dark. You're not just a cigarette in the dark. Is where she do it, is where she do it. In Colombo, Colombo.
Blue Ridge, Stress Around.
To the inspiration of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I of Ethiopia. Jah Rastafari! Go night, lion! Lion! I get the call, come in at the yard. Lion just had up you in the yard. Lord, I get the call, I come in at the yard. Lion just had up you in the yard. Like, when I was a youth, I used to go to school. Teacher just a try to turn my good. Lord, I said them never ever teach I a my history. All the things that were so unnecessary. Can't take no more of that.
It's like a big dance and chase someone. I don't know what. You have a feast there now. Alright. Who's in charge here? So what about you like who is in charge? Some of your bomb clots and quest.
Yeah, right now, don't want no blood clots. You in charge?
Blue Van, lion.
Well, lion, lion, Mr. Lion, lion, Mr. Lion, lion.
Please don't shout. Stop the music. Send the people about. Nah, man. Guy want to send the people about. That's not alright. If you don't,
Got them up these pyrotechnician or HPV. Oh Lord, I can't take no more of that.
Here peace outside, Rasta. Saying everyone could just mass up them with Rasta. Call them out there, you know, say, stand firm, I am.
Hey, no, them fool like long enough and I'm not it again. Right now, I stand firm in the hall. The lion
W, lion, 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 lion. We don't say we can't take no more of that. Lion I say we can't take no more of that. I tell lion say we can't take no more of that. Cause we know say it's for 100 years and it's the same kind of living. Brutality, hypocrisy, same immorality. We can't take no more of that. We can't take no more of that. I say lion, lion, with the lion, lion, with the lion, lion right in there. Cause we know you can't fool you no more. Jaja teaching you the right and true way. And then we say every man shall get paid according to his work. And we not take no more of that. Oh, what we say? Can't take no more of that. No, we can't take no more of that. Say we can't take no more of that. No more of that. We say we can't take no more of that. Stand firm.
A world of growth.